That's why I want, the main point isn't for this to be a book so much as it to be a community of people who have specific initiative, 2 or 3 cities, 2 or 3 issues, 2 or 3 levels. That's really what I want to, social movement is the point.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now I mean, because just it's going back a little bit, just the idea of like world design, for me is like talking about the world.
It is.
But the language that you're using is very US based.
Okay.
So, you know, a world design that comes out from the US, there's all, on a kind of meta level, there's something slightly worrying about that. Unless it's your personal dream that you're talking about, but there's a world design that comes out completely situated in the US context, which is a blueprint for the world. Is kind of like a bit dodgy on a political level. But I could, but if it's talking about it from you in terms of your vision, located in the States, then I'm on another track.
Well, it's really is meant to be a practical thing for the world. That's another reason why I can't go too far with this.
Without talking to other people in the world.
Exactly. I can't even explain, well, here we have 2 people from Europe and the South. So that's why so you would have things about the language. We won't talk about those specific language things, but I think the broader thing you're saying is there's something about the gestalt of language and way I'm organizing.
Well, also, I mean, just if I was ever going to do anything for the world design, the first thing would be to actually go out and talk to people before even coming up with all this. So that again, it makes sense while it's still while it's your vision and your dream, which other people can be inspired by and take things from. But otherwise, it becomes quite a top-down. A top-down design thing to be applied by people in the US and then the rest of the world.
That reinforces the way of thinking of this as a communigraph and thinking of the document as a fungible sort of bit. And
but I think if you want to view it as a communigraph, you have to be careful not to have it too finished. It's already big. It's already a big jump for people to join you.
Yes,
I'm so there's a tension because I'm trying to figure out what it is I want to say. You know, through these 30 years that I've been trying to figure it out.
Then following that idea that you publish it first as a kind of vision, personal vision, you know, not as a blueprint. You know?
Interesting,
And then you see what it inspires, you know.
And you know, I was just brainstorming ideas. What about starting to put it out as a blog? The thing about putting it out as a blog is you get input as you go along. So then you can start putting down some of your ideas and people buying into them rather than a finished, because even if you put it up on a wiki, 365 pages, that's already pretty ginormous. It then becomes a resource for other people that they can use, which is...
Well, one thing
the reason I had personally thought of a book rather than a blog, a blog may be a better idea, is that 300 pages is not... People don't think it's ginormous as a blog, as a book. It's ginormous as a wiki and ginormous as a series of blog posts. But as a book, 300 pages, people don't bore.
But if with the content, I could start. Did think about this kind of serial novel kind of thing, which by the time the fourth chapter's been written has already been completely, has been largely changed, and then there's a community and all that.
And sorry, just in terms of blog, you see, for me, these are shouting out as tags or categories. So in your blog, you see, every post that you do, you would then have to either categorize or tag, depending on what system you set up, with one of these things, you see. And then, so your blog post would be either examples or reflections of something of this. So there would be a certain discipline in writing about it, and then you might see, well, what I'm writing about doesn't actually fall into any of this. So maybe there's another category or something that I'm missing here, or other things that people then brought in, which didn't quite fit into your blueprint.
That would be real social science going on if that was happening, in terms of working with the theory. Okay, let me just finish this part because I have so much ownership over it, not because it's rational. because I think this is probably the most important point, what you guys just said. But just so you have this in hand and then go back to that. So that's the stewardship group. The city is, and then there's some things to say about why city. You know, Jerusalem is one of the most ancient places.
Well,